Damage CTRL gets another win in the same boring way. Are they flopping? Liv Morgan gets a little crazy beating the out of Sonya Deville, and Sonya Deville takes control of Toxic Attraction while Mandy's away. Roxanne Perez steals the show on SmackDown, and Nyla Rose's stolen TBS Championship storyline is the best thing that's happened to AEW. Welcome everyone to Ring the Bell, this is DS and this is Women's Wrestling Weekly. And before we jump into Raw, I see that around 50% of you guys watching this video isn't subscribed. So if you love women's wrestling and if you want to get caught up with all the latest action, please support us by hitting that subscribe button right now. Let's get into it. 3 hour of nothing burger, nothing sandwich. We only got one women's match, which was a tag match. Damage CTRL versus Candice LeRae and Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. And I'm sick and tired of seeing Bianca Belair in these tag matches. It was fun for a bit, but I feel like since SummerSlam, all we see is Bianca Belair tag this girl, tag that girl the other week. I am sick of it. And the commentary asked Bayley a question I wanted to know too. Why is Candice LeRae even in this feud? And the answer was because she didn't text Bayley when she returned. Like, are you kidding me? So this tag match has some cute spots, cute tag moves here and there, and at the end, with Bayley and Bianca busy fighting outside, Io and Dakota hits a new tag finisher on Candice LeRae to pick up the win. So, two things were memorable. Dakota's selling of Candice's Codebreaker, which was so amazing, so over the top, and Io and Dakota revealing their new tag finisher, which was so cute. Outside of those though, I think everyone was having their off day, but most importantly, it was just another Damage CTRL tag match formula, which we're so used to at this point. Let me be 100 with you all for a sec.
Let me keep it 100 with you.
Because at this point, I gotta bring up the question that's been bubbling up online with everyone for the last couple of weeks. Is Damage CTRL a flop? And I gotta say, they're on an express lane to Flopville, the Flop Town, real quick. And this is nothing against Bayley, Dakota, Io, which are all incredible, spectacular talents. It's all about the booking. I get that WWE is trying to build Damage CTRL because we have this big War Games match coming up in November, but since Bianca single-handedly destroyed them all at Extreme Rules, they can't just win these little tag matches here and there to be formidable again. They need to do something earth-shattering and make huge splash to bounce back from it. We really need some major shake-up from Damage CTRL. So for me, this is a girl.
Girl.
And then we see Cora Jade show up on Raw to pick her poison to face Roxanne Perez on NXT. We're gonna talk about Roxanne on SmackDown portion. She stole the entire show, which was spectacular. Cora didn't exactly do that, and this segment also was basically kind of an advertisement for NXT with Cora Jade explaining their entire feud and premise of this pick your poison match. And then Rhea was like,
you guys used to be best friends and tag team partners, right? Same as Raquel and I.
Wait, what? I was so confused, and turns out they used to tag in NXT live events. Like, I appreciate WWE and Triple H bringing up storylines from the past, but do we really need to bring up NXT live event storyline? I'm really excited about Raquel and Rhea as the poison because both of them are such big guns. Will Cora and Roxanne both get their swooped before heading into their Halloween Havoc match? That would be kind of funny. And for Raw, that was it. One match and one segment on a 3-hour show. No Dana Brooke Tamina 24/7 championship storyline, no Nikki ASH following up, nothing. Not even Alexa Bliss White Rabbit tease. Things are kind of bleak. WWE NXT time. We first got Indy Hartwell versus Valentina Feroz. Yulisa Leon recently had a surgery, so Valentina Feroz is all alone. So she asks her Zen Guru Sangha to be in her corner, but he leaves her halfway. I don't really know what's going on there. Indy's wrestling style, I'll say it's like wrestling 101. It's very clean, simple, stick to the basic, which I guess is fine, but with her having no character since Dexter Lumik's storyline has officially ended, everything just tastes so mild. And she really needs some sriracha, baby. In 3-minute match, Indy Hartwell picks up the win using the distraction when Sangha leaves and hits a superplex for the win. Can superplex be a finisher in 2022? I think it's a good exclamation mark in a match, but as a finisher, this match was fine.
Good. Not bad.
We then see singles match between Alba Fire versus JC Jane accompanied by Digital Lean. Mandy isn't here kayfabe due to passing of her brother, but storyline wise she's abducted by Alba Fire. The 3-minute match kind of goes like any other Toxic Attraction match. There's a lot of outside interference, but Alba fights off, hits a gory bomb to pick up the win, and as she's celebrating, a fan attacks her who turns out to be none other than Sonya Deville, and she beats Alba up with Toxic Attraction, power bombs her through the announcer table. This was was devilicious. I love seeing Sonya in NXT. As much as Mandy turned around her career in NXT, Sonya also desperately needs a turning point in her career, and I think she can do that in NXT. I love that she said in an interview afterwards that even after all the fight, she still has her best friend Mandy's back, but also, is it bad that Sonya fits in so perfectly with Toxic Attraction? They just look so cohesive together as a team, where with Mandy, I think she was a clear queen bee. I honestly love to see the whole feud between Mandy and Sonya again, but this time with the ownership of Toxic Attraction. So satisfied. Next, we have Thea Hale versus Kiana James. So Kiana James has this whole convoluted storyline, which is super campy too. She has a personal office and she wants to shut down Chase U because of the land it's on is really valuable. Property queen. Right after the bell rings, Robert Stone runs in to complain about getting body slammed by Thea Hale last week and then says he's going to ruin her night, but instead he gets backdropped by her. But using this distraction, smart queen Kiana hits a nice reverse sling blade to pick up the win. I love both these women's characters so much. Thea hulking out and throwing men around is everything, and of course I want to know all about Kiana James's shenanigans and what's in that, her big kind of ugly bag. Anyway, I'm very satisfied. Moving to AEW Dynamite, we see Renee Paquette open the show, which is another great addition to AEW. And then we get a women's tag team match, Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida and AEW interim women's champion Toni Storm. And I gotta say, something must have happened in AEW's women's division, because these tag matches have been on fire lately, even getting "This is awesome" chant from AEW fans. And these four women have such great chemistry. Toni Storm is on fire, Jamie Hayter is now fan favorite, and her tag team chemistry with Britt Baker was on point, and Shida seems like she's on a Super Saiyan era. Her suplexing Britt onto Jamie followed by a Meteora was amazing, and her whole finishing sequence with Britt Baker with roll-ups and finishers got me at the edge of the seat. And to my surprise, Shida picks up the win from Britt Baker, which earned her the interim AEW Women's Championship match in coming Dynamite. It's gonna be so good. Yeah, everyone in AEW Women's Division is stepping their game up, and it's really awesome to see, so I'm very satisfied. Although notably missing from AEW this week was Saraya, who was the main part of AEW's women's storyline for the last couple of weeks. So I tweeted out, "Where was Saraya?" and Tony Khan DM'd me. We're like best friends at this point. But yeah, as Saraya revealed herself, she's currently on a trip to UK to appear on a show run by her family. I do wish though, this event was planned for a while. They totally could have just pre-filmed some stuff to continue the storyline. But I'm still seated, I'm entertained, and I'm still excited to pick up where we left off in coming weeks. Impact Wrestling time, we got no DQ match between Killer Kelly versus Tasha Steelz, accompanied by Savannah Evans. Killer Kelly, as always, is so bizarre, so lethal, but weirdly sexy. I love when she stood back up when Tasha knocks her out with the headbutt. Kinda hot. This match was more of a 2-on-1 match, as Savannah was keep coming in to help out Tasha, but at the end, Killer Kelly picks up the win after hitting Savannah with the tug-of-war chair shot and Killer Clutch locked on Tasha using steel chain. This match was really fun, but surprisingly short. It was only 6 minutes and they didn't really get to go fully out. And for something they've been building for weeks, I was a bit let down. I'm sure though there must be more to follow this up, so for now, I'll say it was okay.
Good, not bad.
We also got 6-women tag match, the Death Dolls, Taya Valkyrie, Rosemary, and Jessica versus Vexed with Giselle Shaw. Giselle is really joining all type of teams in Impact, but here's something weird. A lot of her partners like Lady Frost, The Influence, have been gone from Impact. Anyway, in this match, she's proving herself to Deonna and Chelsea that she's a worthy ally to Vexed, and she did that. This match got super chaotic at the end with everyone in the ring, and Jessica gets to do her sick dance and tries to squash Vexed but misses Deonna. Deonna then takes out both Taya and Jessica from the ring, but is speared by Rosemary, but Giselle shows up behind her and knees the heck out of Rosemary's head and pick up the win for the team. Action-packed tag match. I'm really excited to know, like, finally what the actual deal is with Giselle Shaw. Like, we all know she's the quintessential diva, and she's here in this game for herself. I want to know what her mission statement is signing up for all these random teams, because at the end of the day, we all know she wants the spotlight on her and only her. I mean, this is all my speculation, but that makes sense, right? This match was fun. I'm very satisfied. We then see Mickie James backstage looking like a total bombshell. Bomb.com, are you sure, Mickie, you want to retire with the last rodeo thing? I mean, I guess she can keep winning. And Vexed come in to tease Mickie, saying Chelsea Chelsea defeated her previously, so the next big match we'll get on the last rodeo will be Nikki versus Chelsea. On AEW Rampage, we had Nyla Rose versus Anna Jay singles match. So this match was actually booked on Dynamite when Renee Paquette interviewed Nyla about her stolen TBS Championship, and Nyla is so freaking good on the mic. So glad they're letting her do her thing. Everybody and their mother knows how funny she's on Twitter, and seeing that unfold on TV, it's just pure gold. Anyway, Anna Jay challenged her to a match, maybe for the TBS Championship? Not very clear. Which sets up this Rampage match. To my surprise and kind of my dismay, Anna Jay got to dominate most of the match. Again, she's improving every time. She's not just a chokehold queen anymore, and I love her new heel attitude. And she added some really vicious kicks to her arsenal, but for a big chunk of the match, she was dominating Nyla, the powerhouse Nyla with submission moves, and I was like, that was a choice. But at the end, Nyla gets to turn the tides quickly, catching Anna Jay mid-air and hits the Beast Bomb for a win. Yeah, Nyla is so good. I honestly kind of wish she was even more unhinged inside the ring too. Just let her be who she is in and out of the ring. Post-match, the real TBS champion Jade Cargill and the baddies come down the ramp to retrieve the stolen TBS championship, but Vicky Guerrero got security guards to block the baddies. And what happens when there are security guards? Jade, of course, take them down. And while Jade is busy taking care of the guards, Nyla escapes again with the title. I mean, I love this whole storyline. This is the best thing that happened to Jade's undefeated long reign, and Nyla is doing her best with it, bringing the belt to fan meetings and conventions, getting chased by baddies. She's 100% invested, and I'm 100% satisfied. And Maria Kanellis is the first lady of pro wrestling after coming from WWE to ROH to Impact Wrestling to founding Women's Wrestling Army to now she has arrived in AEW with the Kingdom. And she wrote this whole heartfelt tweet about how she's one of 2 women to work for 5 of the top wrestling companies in the world, I guess along with Awesome Kong. So congratulations, Maria. WWE SmackDown time. This episode we got a special visit from Roxanne Perez for her little NXT storyline, choosing the opponent for Cora Jade. But no, she freaking stole this show. The SmackDown girlies better be shaking in their boots because Roxanne really did that. Yeah. So we first saw Roxanne come into the locker room to ask Cora's ex-tag partner Raquel Gonzalez to be the opponent. Then Bayley comes in saying that she should be more intelligent and pick her, and Roxanne, in the most sweet way, shades Bayley, saying that she's been on a losing streak. Which sets up the 6-women tag match, Damage CTRL versus Raquel Rodriguez, Roxanne Perez, and Shotzi. Shotzi in this match was so fun. She's been great as a heel, but I think her money is in the babyface. Her movements are rough around the edges and unpredictable, reminds me kind of seeing Lita in the ring, and she's just so exciting to watch. Raquel's chemistry with Io and Dakota in this match was so good here. That moonsault to outside was a thing of beauty, but Roxanne, she really stole this match. Her back and forth with Io is honestly the best Io looks since getting called up. It was really incredible. But also her final sequence with Bayley got me so turned up. The Bayley to belly to top rope hurricanrana, her shocked face when Bayley kicks out, to her reversing Rose plant, and then Bayley barely picking up the win from Roxanne with the roll up was just so fun to watch. And they actually let Damage CTRL pick up the win without their tire ass interference ending, which was so refreshing here. Yeah, I really love this match, and Roxanne's future is just so bright, it's blinding. I'm so satisfied. Next, we saw Sonya Deville trash talk Liv Morgan backstage that she doesn't have the it factor. And then angry Liv Morgan storms in attacking Sonya to a point where I almost feel bad for Sonya. Liv beat the out of Sonya, kicking the living heck out of her, and climbs up the scaffolding and hits a massive senton through a table, ending Sonya. I am living for this Liv. She's losing it. It's like what Kelly's done to Beth Phoenix after losing her title. I gotta say, Liv is enjoying this a little too much, like... Are you okay? You need Shaniqua back, Liv Morgan? I really love this character development. Liv will not descend into obscurity after the loss, but she's gonna go even further with it. I love it, and I'm so excited to see where this takes her. And we also saw Zelina now managing Legado del Fantasma, taking out Hit Rose B-Fab, helping her team pick up the win. She's so fierce. Alright, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. Remember, please support us by subscribing to our channel, and make sure you check that long-awaited Rosa Mendes interview that's now on Ring the Bell. And if you want to find me on social media, you can find me at DSShin on Instagram and Ring the Bell DS on Twitter, and I'll see you next time. Bye!